Let's fucking go! Alright, welcome back, guys, to another, The Hunting Club podcast. Today we are sponsored by Raise Energy, which is the only fucking energy drink for mental and physical health. It keeps you focused through your everyday life, I promise you that. This channel is also now being supported by our very own merch, which both are available in the description below. Check that out. We have mugs, we have phone cases, we have stickers, and I think if I'm correct, we now have a notebook. I'm pretty sure
Yes, we do.
We do.
we shall and we do and we have conquered. And I am greeted by Average Gaming, Boxman,
Howdy.
Aslan, and Horton. They are also here in the podcast. Special guests. They may or may not be on the whole time, but they are here.
They're just not cool, and they don't have computers where they can play games with us.
Well, I did buy a computer for myself, and I'm also at work, so
But can it run
Farted.
games?
it might.
I farted.
All right, so our first topic of the day is going to be about uh, hidden messages or music that we have that was in older shows that we didn't notice when we were kids. If Lane
Yes.
would like to start us off here.
So, mine's more of the music. So I've been kind of going back and listening to some music that I listened to when I was growing up, and it's like some of the songs that came up or that came into my playlist was like "Whistle" by Flow Rider and the Lazy Song. Now, the main thing that I'm thinking about is when I was riding to school, and we'd literally be in the car, and like these songs would come on, and we'd just be like jamming out to them, and like our parents would be sitting right there, like knowing the whole time what the hell this song is talking about, and we're over there just without a clue. And the reason why I also bring up the Lazy Song is they played that shit in school for us
Remember that.
with all the hidden meanings. Like I never realized that one of the lyrics was literally have my hand down my pants.
And uh, what was another lyric that was pretty bad? Pull me closer and I can teach you how to whistle baby, or something like
Yeah.
that.
Or can you
Teach
blow my
me how to.
whistle?
Can you blow
Can
my
you blow my
whistle,
whistle?
baby? Let me know.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that shit when I was younger, dude. I was jamming out, fucking singing my little heart out,
Exactly. Like
and everyone's like laughing at me. I'm like, what? It's a cool ass song. What are you talking about? Blow my whistle. Like just jamming out and shit, dude.
like
Also, I just got an achievement called Scarecrow.
yeah, we'd just be jamming out and like never realizing the hidden meanings until we're, you know, getting up there in age.
Yeah, more mature and getting older.
And like I know that was just two of the songs that I was
Uh,
thinking of. I can't
what was that CeeLo Green song?
forget you.
Yes, I didn't realize that was a bad one as well. Was it a bad?
Yes, because what he was really saying was "fuck you."
You and fuck her too. And something about him being angry at a female saying, fuck you and fuck that bitch too.
Yeah.
See, I didn't realize that till I got, oh, I still didn't realize it till like just recently.
Hell, and then another one I can think of that I didn't realize. Hell, okay, I've actually got a story with this one. The song "Bad
Oh?
Girlfriend."
Oh,
I don't know
There
if I
was
know that
by
one or not.
Nickelback,
no
right? Or is it Theory of a Dead Man?
Theory of a Dead Man.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't think I
Literally,
know this.
there was one day.
Of course, because we don't talk about Nickelback around here.
Okay, so there
What?
was one day. I was my brother was driving, not the one that's in here, the oldest one, and of course with him driving, he had his playlist going. Well, that song came on. And I started singing along with it. And I was really young, I didn't even really know what I was singing along to. But literally, I remember my mom asking him, "Is this song really appropriate for him to be singing along to?"
Yes.
So me and Lane are like literally the same age. But his life experiences and the songs he listened to growing up are like so much different than the songs I listened to growing up.
What
And
type of
my
songs
older
did
sister
you
is
listen to?
30.
Our oldest brother is 28.
Yes, and well, there's a 12-year difference, or yeah, 12 years between me and my sister.
I was gonna say it's 10 between me and Dakota, and then 6 between me and Average here.
Yes.
So it's just different to hear you talk about songs that I've like never heard of or even listened to.
I mean, I think we can all agree that one that we never knew was real bad was Bitch Came Back. Okay, who would
Oh
have
yeah,
thought?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Who
I agree with that one.
who would have
like,
thought?
like that's just one that again we'd just be jamming out to. Our parents would know what they're saying, and
Like,
we're back
okay,
there.
okay, straight up though, 100%, like I never really, if we're being completely honest, I never really paid attention to the actual lyrics of that
Exactly,
song. So, up until like way later on.
exactly.
Like, I mean,
Like,
yeah, obviously it was not a great song to listen to because, but I didn't realize exactly what he was saying.
hell, we listened to Hollywood Undead when we were however old we were.
Okay, but some of Hollywood Undead stuff is like actually kind of serious and you really don't understand what they're talking about. Like, Everywhere I Go, that was a pretty serious song talking about some real big problems in America, okay?
Uh, Lincoln Park, like
I love Linkin
Castle
Park.
of Glass. That one, you got to really be paying attention to understand what he is saying. Like if you're
Yeah.
just, if you're just listening to it, yeah, you just think it's a good song. But if you listen real close, I mean, he's saying that he's just a crack in a giant castle of glass. Pretty much meaning that he's something small in a world so big.
I
Which
mean,
honestly makes me think. Which when I was listening to a lot of their songs,
looking
it
back
started to
now,
make me.
looking back
It
now, it might have, probably should have been obvious that he was about to, kill himself.
especially that last album. He was literally saying, who cares if one more light goes out?
Yeah, I mean, somebody probably should have been asking with all the really depressing songs. Hey man, you good? Like,
Do you need
And
therapy?
right,
and nobody can save me now. Like,
right,
That
like,
should have been his last song.
it was one of his last songs.
Oh.
yeah. I mean, technically,
That was
like,
in the One More Light album.
Yeah.
well, it's definitely too
Well
late
then.
now.
Now, speaking of well, not actors, but musicians, there's one actor I want to give my condolences to, and it has to be my guy. Why do I forget his name?
How are you gonna be talking about my condolences and then not even remember who?
It's Jumanji.
Robin
What?
Williams?
Robin Williams, my
Ah,
guy. What a great actor. Especially one of my favorite movies by him is
he.
The Dead Poet Society.
Oh yeah.
I don't
That
think
was one
anybody
of
could
my
tell that.
favorite
What?
movies.
Wait, what even happened to him? I can't
He
even remember.
Killed himself.
he hung himself in
He,
a hotel room?
I think so.
I was thinking that he killed himself, but he was one of those guys that again you couldn't really tell because he always seemed like he was happy and like with I remember with every movie that he did a lot of improvising,
Yes.
and they were
Yeah.
even saying like they pretty much stopped trying to get him to do the movies the way that they wanted it because he just improvised anyway,
Yes.
and he did a damn good job at it.
I was gonna say it made it much better.
He was such a great actor that were kind of well that actually
Okay,
there
look,
was
just
one.
SpongeBob in general.
I was gonna say
So
straight up
there was
first
one
first on the
there
list is SpongeBob automatically.
I mean,
before
there was
That-
literally the.
before
Hang
we
That
on.
get
whole
into
show
SpongeBob.
was technically supposed to be a cartoon for adults, but then
Technically, it was
children
supposed
were
to be on
watching
Adult
it,
Swim.
and the adults were like, "Hey, the children are watching it."
Technically, that
literally,
show was supposed to be on Adult Swim in all technicality.
Yeah.
literally there was the episode um where he was trying to get Gary to take a bath.
The blues
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
drop 'em.
Yeah, the
Exactly, the don't drop them.
Mhm.
Wink.
Now, there's one show. I still can't think of the name, but it's got the weird, like, almost Chihuahua-looking guy, and then you have the weird red guy.
Aqua
Or
Teen?
no, it was on I think Adult Swim or something like that.
The
And
Chihuahua
let's just
looking.
say it was he was like a naked Chihuahua, and they had so many. Yes, he was a naked Chihuahua, and there was one scene where he had a saw, and
Oh, Ren and Stimpy.
yes,
Oh,
that one, Ren and
that
Stimpy.
was on Nick.
Was it on Nickelodeon?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was now it should have been
My
on adult.
God,
Honestly, it shouldn't have been on TV at all, but
because I'm telling you, that show was so messed up. Because there was an episode where, um, I think Ren was the naked Chihuahua dude.
yes.
So Ren had a saw taped to his waistline. Oh, there's my thing I killed. So Ren had this thing that was a saw taped or strapped up, whatever it's called, to his waistband. And Stimpy had a log in the middle of his lower back to his
Yup.
ass. And uh, Stimpy goes, Ren, please keep on sawing more. And
Well,
and Ren was like, okay. And he acted like he was hitting it from the back, like it was his last thing on Earth. And
yeah.
Stimpy kept on making these faces, like, oh yes. And at one point, Ren stopped, and Stimpy's like, please keep going. And when they get done cutting it in half, a thing of sawdust comes out and lands on the middle of his back, and they're both
Yup.
exhausted.
Well,
That show
let's not
had so
forget
many.
that both
Oh
of
my
them woke up
goodness.
next to a naked man once.
Like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen this show, but I do remember uh, that one specific scene because like at first I was like, "Oh, that's so funny, ha 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 ha," ha. And now I look back at it like, oh my god, how did Nickelodeon, out of everyone, be able to put this on air?
Oh, straight up though, can we just talk about some of the old Adult Swim shows real quick? Because,
My
alright,
favorite one was Samurai
I don't
Jack.
really think I ever watched many of the Adult Swim shows.
Samurai Jack doesn't really count because,
I'm
like,
just saying I like a Samurai Jack from Adult Swim.
If my computer would load.
so like, straight up Aqua Teen Hunger Force was probably one of the
Was
most
that the one with the meatball?
I don't
Yeah,
wanna-
Meatwad,
Meatwad,
Frylock,
Meatwad.
and Master Shake.
Jake.
And that show was quite fucked up. Like
It was.
It was. It really was.
like I don't know. I rewatched a couple of episodes not too long ago, and
How many times do they kill Carl?
oh,
Like,
almost
that
every
poor man.
episode. But why are you worried about Carl? You should be worried about his car.
No, how many times does that thing get destroyed?
God.
There's too many to count, dude.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so if
then-
anyone in the comments how many times his car gets destroyed, I'll give you $20
Oh, there we go.
and a 15% discount on our merch.
Hell yeah, see that?
Hey, we gotta advertise.
That is true. That is true.
Just so everyone knows, YouTube is almost 18 years old.
What?
Wow. So it's almost legal?
Yeah, it was launched on February 14th of 2005, which means it is currently 17.
So that's why there's nothing bad allowed on it.
Oh my god. Yeah, it makes sense.
See, next year we'll be able to do whatever we want.
Because it's a child right now.
Actually, in like 2 months, we'll be able to do whatever we want.
Wow, look at that. Well, I mean, I guess Zach doesn't care because, you know.
Zach's in love with like 6-year-old.
My
You're-
gosh. Okay. Nope. 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 That's not going in the video.
Yeah, it is. But
Hey, look at the bright side, Zach. Look at the
We
bright
didn't
side.
know they were kids at first.
But we did.
we
We did
did.
And
not.
what's this?
No,
What's
we
this
did not.
we?
I did
What is
not.
this? Hold on. What is this we?
They. Okay. Okay. Hold on now.
Hey,
Hold on.
Zach. I just want to let you know, though. Look at the bright side, okay? The blooper video goes up before this one does, so it's okay. They'll understand.
Oh, okay. Good. 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 Okay, we can keep it in the video.
Zach was about to run away for a minute.
I was about to say, yep, no, I'm done. I'm done. YouTube.
Well-
So the one thing I'm actually very curious about, which I have not seen it yet, and I want to really bad, is when Markiplier's OnlyFans.
Oh, I've seen it.
I want Box here to not describe, but
Oh,
tell us.
Zach, there are no words to describe the beauty that radiate from those pictures.
Tell us your experience. There we go. That's the word. Tell us your experience of discovering, well, not discovering, but looking
Hang on,
at
hang on.
Markiplier's OnlyFans.
Oh,
hang on. Let me ask you this. How many times you touch yourself to his pictures?
Oh God, I lost count. I mean, like that is God's gift to the earth right there. Like, I was speechless, breathless. I mean, that is I mean, look, I ain't gonna lie. Mark almost takes Ryan Reynolds' spot in my heart.
You know you're gonna have to fight Horton for that spot in Ryan Reynolds' heart, right?
You know, honestly, to be honest, after seeing what I saw, for a good cause, of course, just to be clear,
He
I
did
I
say
am
it's going
not.
to a good cause.
Yeah, I am not a dirty little bastard. It was for charity and for research. I promise. But the point is Mark. You know, I mean, if Ryan Reynolds ever came up to me, you know, and wanted to go talk, we could. But like, Mark has the same offer as well. Uh, just to be clear, that is very, very a beautiful man. Very tasteful, of course.
I mean, they are his tasteful nudes.
That they are.
I'm surprised you don't have the calendar too.
Huh.
At the time, I honestly am kicking myself now for not buying the calendar.
I'm uncomfortable.
Good, good.
Well, that's rude. What did Mark ever do to you?
I don't know.
I guess it's what he didn't do, huh?
Oh,
I guess that I barely know who Markiplier is.
You blasphemer. How dare you come on this server, on this channel, on this podcast, and say in front of the 6 people that are gonna watch this that you don't even know who Markiplier
half of us
is?
are already here.
Exactly. You know I'll be listening to this again when it comes out. You know I was never gonna watch him in the first place, but oh my god.
Oh, Edward.
Would-
Oh, Jack.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Jake-
It's
Johnny.
Jacob,
Yeah,
Jacob.
that one.
you uncultured swine.
Guys, I gotta say that, so 2 weeks ago, I had a weird dream, right? Like, everything was all blocky, and, like, there was this one guy, I think his name was Steve, and, like, there were these weird green things, like, they exploded if you got too close to them, right? And Lane was there, but he was dressed like one of those Among Us characters, right? And, like, he put a cactus in front of a bed, in front of this, like, cave that we built, right? So, like, I remember being out here doing all this hunting and shit, right? And then, like, next thing I know, it's all blocky and weird. Like, even the sun was a fucking square, man. It was a cube. It wasn't even a square, it was a cube. And,
What
like,
the
we
fuck
were...
you on, man?
I think it was... I
That's
think...
what I'm-
Wait a minute. I think the name of it was... Dig Build?
Craft mine?
Digging
Was it
Building?
craft- was it block build?
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Are you-
Someone?
Were you out of your mind?
I got real hungry and I started eating the berries out here, and that was probably a bad idea to begin with.
Was it blockheads? Like what?
Yo, okay, straight up though, all jokes aside, that just reminded me of something from an old fucking website. Best fucking site I've ever been to.
Well,
Fucking
That reminds me of a dream I had. You said you had a dream about that, and it reminded me of this dream I had about Wharton and I,
oh god.
where he started vaping, and we were on the couch watching TV, and he pulled it out, and I took it away from him, and then he pulled another one out, and I took it away from him. I said, "You can't be fucking doing this to me." And I took
You're
them and I
pregnant.
threw them at my brother, and I said, "Get rid of these." And while I was taking them to my brother, he had gone out into his truck and got a cigarette.
Oh my god.
You just want him dead, don't you?
That's what I was thinking. Like, she is waiting for this
And then-
motherfucker. So when Lane said blockhead, right? Like, so it reminded me of, you guys know the website Newgrounds?
Yep.
No.
Maybe.
Oh my god. So back in the early 2000s,
You
it was one of
uncultured
the
swine.
yeah, like back in the early 2000s, it was one of the best places to be. They had all these really good, well, good for the time animations back when people were actually still funny on the internet. And like they had all these great games, which they still do have a couple of good ones. But so like there was one of the animations and it was called Blockhead and it was this weird dude who was always getting into shit and like either his neighbor or like roommate or something would always have to get him out of trouble. Like I'll have to try and find I highly doubt it's even around anymore.
That reminds me of So when I used to be on Newgrounds, I looked up like some of the games that I'd been playing, like Castle Crashers.
Oh damn.
So
That's where Castle Crashers first started.
yeah,
And now
but
look at it.
Look at me
So
now. Look at me now.
I had found these animations, and it was like he had done animations of the like the boss fights, and like I really liked his animations. So, um, I had completely forgotten about this dude for a long time. I recently found his content again, and found out he makes new things. And like, okay, so um, somebody had actually made a post on Twitter that this was kind of funny. He, this guy had made a post on Twitter, and a video was made 7 years ago. He had done an animation of an Undertale song that somebody had made of Stronger Than You. And this guy put on Twitter, I'm gonna go look back at his I'm gonna go check out this guy's content, see what he makes now.
Oh.
And then underneath it, he puts a comment, and it's Jacksepticeye saying, when did I start looking at furry porn or something like that?
Oh Jesus.
Should be
Yeah.
concerned.
You know,
No. No.
so Zach, that actually like on Newgrounds there is a game that you need to play so you can finally get the experience. It's called Dad and Me.
What's
I
that?
don't know if you can play it on Newgrounds anymore, though.
I don't either.
But it's on
about
Crazy Games. But yes, great game. Great game.
What is it called?
The links are
Called
fast,
Dad
cunning, and
Me.
deadly. Near perfect predators. Claiming this
Don't you
one makes
need
you
to have
an
one of those?
apex predator today.
No, I
Play
don't
that
have a
game.
dad.
Well, that's why I said you need to play it so you can get the experience.
Maybe I don't want the experience. Did you ever think about that?
Exactly.
I
Are
did
you
not,
just dad
but
shaming us?
I did not think about that, and I'm also gonna tell you I did not care to think about that.
But if I can find that,
Funny, funny.
if I can find that tweet, I will send it.
And also the answer is yes, I am dad shaming you.
I'm
Imagine
gonna
not
urinate in your mouth.
imagine not having a dad.
I'm gonna urinate in your mouth.
But then also
Oh, man.
imagine having a dad that's like 5 years older than you.
Holy
Yeah. Wasn't that an Adam Sandler's movie?
Actually, yes it was.
I think it's on Netflix or Hulu.
My Boy maybe. I don't- like this
I
this
think that's actually the name of it, My Boy.
Yeah, like this elementary school kid got with his teacher and ended up
Yep.
knocking her up.
And the teacher got fired and got arrested for pedophilia.
Yeah,
And
and then
she's
like
like, "Oh no, wait, I'm pregnant." And the guy's like, and Adam Sandler's like, "I'm keeping the baby."
Yeah, and then like years later, he's still this big party dude, while his kid's like a couple years younger than him.
And he's like a successful business owner.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Like, son, cop up some money. I'll be like the school bully. Like, if you want to live here, you gotta pay rent. That rent's gonna be 2K a month.
Jesus Christ.
Not Billy Madison, is it?
No.
No, Billy
Okay, no,
Madison
I didn't think
is,
so.
Billy Madison is where he's a grown ass man but never graduated
That
elementary
is
yeah,
school.
and his dad paid off
Well,
all
see,
the teachers.
that's why I was asking. Cause I remember it was him going through school.
Oh, that's right. He did pay off all the teachers, and
Yeah,
that's how he graduated. But
yeah,
then,
and
in
then
order
he
for him
found out, and he
to.
was like, you know what?
To take the
I'm gonna
company.
pass all these classes by myself without your money.
That's right, because he wanted to take over the business, but the business
Yep.
partner was going to take it. And so they made a deal. If he could pass these classes and these
If you get past all 12 grades in a time period,
yeah,
you gonna. Oh God.
then the company will be